Okay. Okay. So another advice: be proactive, but be responsible. What it means is, proactive people never say like this. For example, I have to do something. I need to do something. I must do something. They never say this kind of expression. Rather, they use the expression, I choose to do. I prefer to do. I'm determined to do. This raises your possibility to, to realize your dream or your the goal. Okay, be responsible. Be proactive. Okay. Okay, there are many advices, but let me skip the slide in between because of time. And another, maybe tackle the mundane with whole body and soul. The process matters. The outcome is byproduct. So your attitude toward what you're going to do is very, very important. Okay? And also, Aframo says, advocate to play your part well, to play your role well. But not only do that, try to outperform your role. Outperform that you're supposed to do, that you expect to do. Okay? And there are several psychological effects named after the people, after a person who observed the effect of the phenomenon. Zeigarnik effect or Dunning-Kruger effect and Heinrich's law. Heinrich's law is very famous in the field of risk management. For example, if you have one serious accident, there are 30 small accidents hidden, and moreover, 300 tiny incidents or human errors are hidden under one serious condition, under one serious accident. I mean, if I translate this into for self-actualization, let me put it this way: if you want one visible, conspicuous outcome, then you need 300 or more tiny improvement in their efforts. Okay? And let me introduce you the idea of ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle. He said that we are what we repeatedly do. We are what we repeatedly do. So excellence then is not an act, it's a habit. Lola Boyd, she is a neuroscientist, and she says that we can transform our brains by our behaviors and habits at any ages. At any ages. And you can watch her YouTube lecture by accessing this address. Okay? So maybe the best way for self-actualization is to find your original way to for achieving self-actualization, your original way, and also have a good habit. Have a good habit for your mission, for your vocation of life. It depends. Each person has different missions or vocations. But anyway, try to find your good habit. Okay. Abraham Maslow continued to observe people, and he found that there was a group of people who went beyond self-actualization level, and he called it a group of those as self-transcenders. Self-transcenders. Okay. And self-transcenders are, almost sky's the limit. There's no limit, okay? It's just like this. And for those who have established, who have achieved self-actualization and remain that level, it's no more than a comfort zone. So I ask every one of you to aim at self-transcendence level, okay? And your brains are much smarter than you imagine. So you have tremendous potentials. Okay, so there are several ways, and one of the ways is for self-transcendence is work on epigenetics. Epigenetics is the cutting edge of genetic science, and the expressions of genes are determined by our beliefs, by our thoughts, and by our hopes. So if you mimic your role model, then you can mimic the expressions of genes like those models. But beyond certain level, you have to be original. Otherwise, you cannot overcome your role model. Okay? And curiosity and imagination is also important. A great scientist once said that I have no special talent, but I'm only passionately curious. Can you imagine? Can anyone of you guess who said this? Can anyone of you guess who said this? He said, imagination is more important than knowledge. The important thing is not to stop questioning. And curiosity has its own reason for existing. Right? Exactly, yes. Yes, exactly. He said, Einstein said this. So it is believed that the principle general principle of relativity is the fruit of his curiosity and imagination. Okay. Okay. There is also a person who sent a very creative life. It's Leonardo da Vinci, and he also one of his motto is to maintain insatiable curiosity. So curiosity and imagination is very important. Okay? So be curious and be imaginative and be creative, okay? Another way to get self-transcendence is, I think, to borrow other people's help, other person's help. But in this case, you not only borrow other person's help, but you also lend your help to other person. It's called synergy. Synergy is a talent. Synergy means to create a new value by cooperation. And this person is a cancer expert, and in his book, he said that those who have synergy, mentality of synergy, also have serendipity. And serendipity is a talent to find a treasure in ordinary things. It also means to turn misfortune into something fortunate. And this is very important. And, I can raise many examples in which, serendipity played an important role in Nobel Prize class inventions or discoveries. For example, Dr. Röntgen found X-ray by accident. It was serendipity. And Dr. Fleming, who discovered penicillin, it was also a serendipity. It was. And this person, Dr. Shimomura, found the green fluorescent protein from jellyfish. This was also the product of serendipity. So serendipity is a very, very important talent. So be serendipitous, okay, for you. And this serendipity and synergy are derived from altruism. Altruism is to work, to do for other people. 利他ですね、利他、日本語で言うと利他ですね。And altruism reminds me of Dr. Satoshi Omura from Yamanashi, a Nobel Prize winner in physiology or medicine. His grandmother kept talking to him to do something for other people. He was imprinted this altruism over and over and over again from his grandmother. So altruism is very important. You know, it produces synergy and serendipity. And if you bring up or educate your children or grandchildren with altruism and making it one of the top priority in your family tradition, then one of the descendants of your family could win a Nobel Prize in the future. Okay? Altruism. Okay. Now, Abraham Maslow, a psychologist, reported that the 11 characteristics of transcendence, self-transcendence. And let me introduce you 5 of them. 5 of them. Those are the characteristics of the transcenders. They are compassionate. They are creative. They have humility. これは謙虚さということですね。謙虚さを持っているということですね。They are insightful. 洞察力があるということですね。And they have multiple viewpoint. And 6 others. Okay? Okay. So